Good morning children, welcome to the Institute. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is scattering of light. Up to now we have seen about the dispersion of light and prism concepts. So now we have seen about scattering of light. Alright? So up to now we discussed about the water molecules, dispersion, mixture, all this stuff, right? In the atmosphere, only water drops are presented. Along with the water drops, lots of dust particles are there, different gases are there, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, helium, neon, like that. Many gases are there, many more dust particles are there, right? All are present in our atmosphere. Then, have you ever think that sun is there in a lot of distance? Sunrays are coming like this, right? Suppose if you open a torchlight, it will be having a up to some little bit of its brightness is there, right? Sun is a large source, so that's why total brightness is falling onto our head and on the Milky Way, right? So how it could be spreaded? That means it's a beam of light, it is coming like this, a small one. It is spread to our room. Suppose in your a simple logic, in your home you have switched on the bulb, right? So a small bulb, it is located at the wall, at the top of the wall. But the total light is spread all over the room. Have you ever think that how it should be spreaded? What is happening there? So like that only. It is a small bulb. If you compare this one, sun is a large one, right? This is clear. But how the energy, that means the brightness, is spreading all over this universe. That means not in the universe, all over this Milky Way and all over on the earth. How it should be spreaded? Have you ever think that one? That is totally done due to the beautiful property of light. That is scattering of light. Scattering of light. So let's we see this one. So up to now we seen about the only reflection of light. Now we have entered into the energy of the light. Uses of energy of light. So light is already it is the form of heat energy, right? So whenever these lights is falling on different atoms or molecules present in the atmosphere, then they are all observing what is the energy present in the sunlight. The energy present in the sunlight, the total energy they are observed. That means the atoms observe the total energy from the sunlight and the energy entering into the bodies. That means they are entering into the atoms or molecules. Then after that, the energy is more compared to the size of the atom. Then they are getting vibrated and they are trying to remove that energy from them. Then they are emitted in all the directions. Suppose let me think me only one atom. The sunlight is falling on me and I am observing the heat energy from the sunlight. Then that is entering into my body. Then due to that more heat energy, so I am getting vibration. Then how I get in the normal position? I get in the heat energy from external side. If the heat energy is going to the outside again, I will become normal. Up to that one I will be shivering. That means I will be vibrating, right? So then I am trying to expose that into all the direction. So I am re-emits that into all the direction. So then I will be again normal. So this is the process of scattering. That means any atom or molecule, they absorb the light energy and due to that observing, there gets vibration and automatically after vibration, the energy they are taken in one direction, but they are releasing that energy. That means they are emits out that energy in all the direction with different intensities of light. Not in the same intensity, with different intensities in the different directions. So this property phenomenon is called scattering of light. So always all atom shapes we are taking as spherical shapes only. Just see here, spherical, so round shape. So now what is the sun rays is falling on this body. So like this the sun rays are falling. Okay, wave form or direct form you can take. For your understanding, you can take waves also. Alright, sun rays are falling always in the form of that sun rays are always in the waves only, but that is the straight line form, right? So that is falling like this. So then whenever it is falling like this atom absorbs the energy. Then after a few seconds, few time, what will happen? This gets vibrating and it will become changing like this. This round shape becomes changing a little bit vibrating shape. Observe this one. So it will be little bit vibrating. So vibrating and it won't allow the heat energy inside this one. Then it tries to remove then this total heat energy coming out from the different directions like this. 1, 2, 3, many more directions. Again the same direction also will coming out. I just shake my hand only. So this phenomenon is called scattering of light. Whenever any atoms or molecules which are present in the atmosphere, they absorb the sunlight. So this is sunlight now. Sunlight, and they are getting vibrating and they are re-emits into all the directions. So that phenomenon is called scattering of light. So this is the simple one. So whenever it is re-emits in all directions, that energy and that brightness and that light is spreading all over our atmosphere. So this is the reason. That's why the beam of light is spreading all over the atmosphere. This is the reason whenever when I switch off the light, which is located in a corner, so that light rays also, which are falling on a atom which are present in our room, so they are get vibrated and they are re-emits in all directions. So in our room also they will be spread over that one. It will be continuous process. So due to the scattering. So now these rays are called scattered rays or scattered light. So this sunlight is called incident light. Then the angle between these two is called angle of scattering. Angle of scattering. And it will come in with a different intensities. What is the intensity of light? Up to now we are discussing intensity, right? In different intensity it will be emits, right? So what do you mean by intensity? Intensity is nothing but in 1 second time, how much of light energy in 1 second time, how much of light energy is emits in the unit area of this plane is known as intensity of light. In 1 second time, how much of energy is emits by the unit area of this plane of the atom, and you have to observe them in the direction of your sunlight, or in the perpendicular direction of the sunlight. Perpendicular means what? Normal to the sunlight. How much heat energy is re-emits in the unit area of the plane in 1 second time. That is called intensity. This is different for different directions. Right? So then the angle between the incident ray and the scatter light is called angle of scattering. This angle of scattering is different for different intensity of light. So it is maximum whenever it is 90 degrees. Intensity of light is maximum whenever angle of scattering is 90 degrees. So that's why only if you see the sky, our beautiful sky, what is the color of the sky? What is that? It's a blue color, right? So sometimes we will see the blue color, sometimes we will see the white color, sometimes light blue color, sometimes red color, right? So at which time you are seeing the blue color exactly? So if you see the sky in the direction of sunlight, so if you see the sky in the direction of sunlight, then only you can see the clear, beautiful blue color. And if you see the different angle, so then you can't see the blue color. You can see the blue color, but light blue color like that. So again it will come, you will see that one. Right? This is about the scattering. And then, so this, okay, right, these are the atoms. So already we know that in the dispersion, according to dispersion, in white light contains how many colors? 7 colors, right? Among the 7 colors, all atoms are comparable having the different atoms are there in the atmosphere, are having the different sizes. That means what is the large size, what is the small size, like that is there. So large size, they are observing that means they are not observing the total white color, right? Among the white color, so white color general view we have seen this one. They are observing the 7 colors from the white color. That means 7 colors only if you add it, that is only white color, right? So nothing is there. If you added the total 7 colors, that is only white color. That means white color contains the 7 these colors. So these atoms are observing the different colors from that white color. That means among the 7 colors, they observe their comparable wavelength color. That means V2R, which are, that means violet to red color, they are having a different wavelength. Violet is the less wavelength, as you are going like that, red is the more wavelength, right? So atoms also having the different size. One is small size, one is large size. Small size atom, they observe the small wavelength, that is lower wavelength colors among which are. So next, large size atoms, they are observing the more wavelength colors. So then they emit that color only into the atmosphere. So this is the reason why the total color is spreading, and we can see this beautiful wall like that. Okay. So next, that means lower wavelength means what? The frequency is more for the light, that color. Okay. Higher frequency means lower wavelength. Lower frequency means high wavelength. That means for red color we have high wavelength. So that's why it has a low frequency. Violet color we have the which one? Low wavelength. So that's why it has a higher frequency. So comparable to that one they will be observed. Which color is the same compared to that one? A simple example. Suppose you are making a friends with your friends. Suppose you are making a friendship with a new person. Means how you can make a friendship? I will make a friendship. The ideology, okay, the relativity, the person if you see in the class, totally suppose lot of students are there, but you are making friendship with 2 or 3 only close friends are there. Why? Because your mindset and his mindset both are same. Comparable mindsets are there. Then you will make a friendship. Like that only. Max of atoms are there. And colors are same are there, but total atoms are not observing all the colors at a time, at different time. They always observe only one color. Why? Because the color wavelength and these atoms wavelength are matched. That means comparable. Comparable means matched. Then only they are those colors, right? So now we have to see about the why our sky is blue color. Why it is sometimes white color. Why it is sometimes red color. We have to see. So now tell me, in the atmosphere, already know that which type of gas are there. So for our, what is that, for breathing purpose, which gas is required? Oxygen we are required, right? So next, among the oxygen, nitrogen also there. Then remaining are there, totally 100%. So then in this one, what is the? See here, nitrogen is present 78% in the atmosphere, and oxygen is present at 21%. So totally 8 plus 1 9, 7 plus 2 9. 99% these two gases will occupy the total atmosphere, and remaining 1% only we have these dust particles and whatever it may be, carbon dioxide, methane, ethane, like that. Remaining all gases are present in the remaining 1%. Carbon dioxide present 0.03% only. Then remaining 0.97% remaining gases, all these dust particles are present. That means the maximum 99% component is what? Nitrogen and oxygen. They are having the comparable wavelength with a color that is blue color. Our nitrogen and oxygen having the comparable wavelength with color blue color. So that's why whenever sunlight came and falling on these nitrogen and oxygen particle on atoms or molecules of this nitrogen and oxygen, so they are comparable. Their wavelength is comparable to which wavelength? Which color wavelength? Blue color wavelength. So that's why they always observe the blue color. So 99% this is only present in the atmosphere. So that's why our sky is look like a blue color. Suppose if they are observe red color, our sky look like red color. If they are observe violet color, our sky look like a white color. But they are always observe the blue color only. Why? Because they are having the comparable wavelength of the blue color. That means this wavelength and this wavelength they are matched to each other. So then they are observed that one. Then our sky is look like a blue color, right? So why sky is blue color is over now. But in the hot summer season, what happened? Sky is look like a white color, and very hot days is a white color, right? So why is it like that? We have seen that one. So along with the N2 and O2, what is there? Water particles also there. Water is nothing but H2O. Right? Here also oxygen is there. Repeat. So hydrogen, H2O, water particles there. Compared to nitrogen and oxygen, water molecule size is large. Water molecule size is large. And okay, then right. Before going to that one, nitrogen and oxygen are the scattering center. So whenever scattering of light is done, which atom is helpful to that color? That atom is called as a scattering center. In the previous one I draw a picture. That atom is called what? That lights are scattering light. This is the incident light. Okay. So incident the angle of scattering is over. That point is called scattering center. So for blue color, which is the scattering center? Nitrogen and oxygen are the scattering center. Like that only. And water molecule has a large size compared to these atoms. These water molecules, this water molecule has a large size. So it is a scattering center for the remaining colors which are having a less frequency. than the blue color, which are having the less frequency than the blue color. It is a scattering center color. Except blue color, for remaining color which are having a low frequency than the blue color, these are the scattering center. That means whenever water molecules are there, the water molecules observe which one. The atmosphere, suppose water molecules are there, the water molecules observe the except blue color, remaining color it should be observed, right? So this is the reason. So now coming to our topic, why in the hot day or sunshine day or in the hot summer it is a white color? Mean whenever hot days are there, what will happen? Due to the high temperature, the water on the air they are getting evaporation, and water is converted to water vapor, and that is deposited in the atmosphere. Now what will happen in the atmosphere? Along with the nitrogen and oxygen and dust particles which is presented, water molecules also presented. So now nitrogen and oxygen they are observed in the blue color and they are spread that is they are scattered the blue color. Now along with this one, what is that? Hydrogen water is also there. Now water observe the remaining color which are having the low frequency the blue color, then that is also emits in all directions. Now what happened? The remaining colors and these colors all are mixed up together, we will get a white color. Already you know that white color is contains 7 colors mixing only, that is white color. So blue colors is given by the N2 and O2 taken from the sun and it is re-emits. And here remaining colors taken from the sun, white light H2, and it is also re-emitted, it is also scattered, and that colors and these colors they mixed together, we will see a white color. That is the reason. Why? Because in our day it is because water vapors are maximum, these are the scattering centers for remaining colors. So that is the reason these colors and the blue color they are mixed up, we are showing the white color. Now, okay, I have one doubt. Suppose I have any time observe the sunset and sunrise at the early morning 6 o'clock or 5:30, or in the evening 5:30 or 6 or 6:30 time. If you observe the sunset, evening time, sunrise at the morning time, what will happen? The color of the sky or the color of the sun is which color? Color of sky means the surrounding color of the sky is which color? The sun color is what? Red color. Obviously I am asking about not only sky, sun. Sun color is which color? Sun we have actually what is the color of the sun? We have seen in the afternoon time, we have seen the sun color is a white color. In the afternoon time, mid-noon, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you see to the upside, what you have seen, the color of the sun is a white color. But in the morning time and the evening time, we have seen the sun color is a red color. Why like that? Always have to see the same color. Na? In the case of sky, we are seeing blue and white. Whenever blue we are seeing, general time we are seeing blue due to the yellow and blue. Whenever we are seeing white, along with the yellow and blue, water molecules on a hot day. So that is the reason we see this, right? So now my question is, now the question is for sun. Why sun is red color? Why sun is white color? Red in morning and evening, white in afternoon. Okay, right? We have 3 stations: morning, afternoon, evening, right? The morning and evening, sunrise and sunset time. Okay, sunrise and sunset time, and afternoon time. It's white color, it's red color. So now we have to see. So sun. So before going to see this one, just I want to try a small one. So just observe you. Suppose you are standing here. Whenever sunrise is there, suppose in front of you east is there, back side west. Okay. Next north and south. You are standing like this. You are seeing the sun at the east side, and also at the evening side you are seeing at the back side at the west side. Right? At the afternoon you are seeing the top. At which time the distance between you and sun is more? At which time the distance between you and sun is less? Tell me, just think about it. Right? Obviously, at the morning and evening time, we are at the middle. So, sun is at the lowest distance. Okay? And in the evening also sun is at the lowest distance. But at the afternoon time, just is at the above of our head and it is very near to us. That's it. So, just see here. Suppose you are the observer. Okay? Just you are the observer here, standing. Then what will happen? Just see here. Sun. Sun is here. And sun is here. Right? In the afternoon time, sun is here. Already you know that white color is what? It is a combination of 7 colors. Now see here, the disturbance between you and sun in the morning, this is the morning time, this is the evening time, this is the afternoon time. Okay, let me look at it. Morning, afternoon, and evening. So morning time, the distance between you and sun is more, and here also more. But here the distance is very less. Less distance is compared to here. Now see here, here the distance is more. Right? Now, so this white color. From the sun, we are getting white color. Total, how many colors are coming from here? From here, we are getting total 7 colors. V2R. V2R, total 7 colors are coming like this. Alright? So from here also, V2R coming like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors are coming like this. Right? The next, here also, total 7 colors are coming like this. So now see here. In this one, red has the more wavelength. That means it is capable to move the more distance. White has the less wavelength. It has the less capable to move the less distance. So as the distance is more, whenever they are traveling from large distance to high distance to you, so whenever it reaches to your eye, remaining all are get disappeared. At the starting, white is disappeared after some distance. After some distance, traveling distance, indigo is disappeared, blue disappeared, green, yellow, orange. Only one is left over, red is left over. From evening time or morning time or evening time, what happened? Total 7 colors are coming like this, but so they are coming like this. Violet, somewhere stopped, indigo stopped, blue stopped, but red is reaches to your eye. Why? Because it has a more wavelength. So remaining are disappeared at the middle only. But coming to this case, they are at the top only. That means the distance between you and the sun is very less. So all colors, including white also, it reaches to your eye. So that's why you are catching all the 7 colors. That means the sun is looking like a white color. Is it clear? Okay, na? This is the topic of scattering of light topic is over. Understood, I hope. So why sky is blue color means N2 and O2. So first of all, scattering of light. The process of re-emission of light due to the vibration of atom in all the directions with different intensities is called scattering of light. So due to that only we have seen these beautiful walls. So sky is blue color. Why? Because atmosphere N2 and O2 are presented, they are comparable with the blue color. They are observed blue color, so sky is look like a blue color. On a hot day, along with these two gases, water also there. Water is the scattering center for the remaining frequencies colors. So there it observes that one. So and emits. So all are mixed, so you see the white color. Now coming to the sun, it is morning time and evening time. The distance between the sun and us is a very large. So remaining colors are disappeared in the middle only while traveling, but red eye is reached to your eye. Why? Because it has a more wavelength. Sometimes it is look like orange also, little bit orange. Why? Because after red, which is the high wavelength, orange only, right? But in the afternoon time, all are reached to our eye. Why? Because violet to red, all are able to reach to our eye. The distance is very less. So all wavelengths are reached to our eye. So you can capture that one. The sun is looking like a white color. Okay, na? This is about the total topics of human eye and colorful watch. The basic topics and defects and coming to the prism and dispersion of light and scattering of light. It is over, right? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and share to your friends. If you have any doubts, please post on the comment box.